Come on in, and happy Mother's Day to all of you. If you ask me, what is the one food that I think of when I think of my mother and my grandmother? It's gonna be buttermilk biscuits. I have done it this way for many years, and it's quick, it's easy, it's no mess. I don't make a mess of flour on the counter. Grab your bucket of self-rising flour, and I prefer white lily flour, 2 1/3 cup. This is my iron skillet, 9 or 10 inch. I'm gonna butter my pan up good. The second ingredient that we need is 1 stick of frozen butter. I tend to use unsalted, but for your biscuits, if you have salted butter, that's fine too. Won't make a big difference with your biscuits. And y'all, I can't tell you how many sticks of frozen butter I have grated with this old-fashioned box grater. I'm about to try out this new cheese grater that I bought. Oh, wow. Would you just look at that? Okay, it's officially worth every penny. Look at the tiny little pieces of butter that I have. Let's go into my flour with my butter. Next, you just need to toss your butter in with your flour, and because you've grated it, you automatically have those tiny little pieces of butter all through your dough. I like to use my Danish dough whisk for doing that because it doesn't mash my butter. Next, I need 1 cup of whole buttermilk. Always keep it handy after I've poured the first cup in because sometimes you need to splash a little bit more. But starting with 1 cup will make sure that you don't have too much buttermilk in your flour and butter mixture. I'm gonna use my dough whisk again to stir. This keeps me from over mixing my flour. Get my bowl where you can see it coming together. The key with biscuits is not to work them too much. You don't want to stir them to death. I just basically want my flour absorbed. There you go. It is just a sticky ball of goodness. Remember I told you these were no mess biscuits, nothing to clean up off the counter. This is where the ice cream scoop. I have about a tablespoon of butter that I've melted. And I always brush the tops of my biscuits with butter before I put them in the oven. But what I've started doing is brushing some butter on my scoop. Get you a scoopful, drop it on your skillet. So I've killed 2 birds with 1 stone. My top is already buttered, and it also helps my biscuits to come out a little bit better. So, just a little tip for you. And that's all it is to it. I did that in just a jiffy, and there was no mess on my counter. I'm going into a preheated, pretty hot oven at 425. Get them as brown as you like. Here we go. We have some homemade, beautiful biscuits. 425, it takes about 20-25 minutes. Let's dump them out. And this is the way my grandma and mama always served them, upside down on a plate, just like this. And that's the way I do it too. How about having a biscuit with me? Cut it open. Get you a little pat of butter for the middle. Let it melt just a second. And either have some syrup. I'm gonna go with some fig preserves. A buttery biscuit with fig preserves oozing out the side. That's a good bite. I love a crunchy biscuit. And this makes a crunchy biscuit. You can make biscuits. Simple, easy, quick, no fuss, and no mess. Have a wonderful week.